Hi guys, Dale from Vortex Electrical. Today I'm going to show you some telltale signs if you need your fuse board looked at. Okay, so this is inside the fuse board cupboard, which is typically under your stairs or in your kitchen cupboard. This is clearly quite a dated system, but I'm going to show you some telltale signs that you're going to need a rewire done. Okay, one of the first things to be looking for is this type of cable. So this is what's called VIR cable. It's rubber type. The issue with this stuff is it goes brittle over time and the insulation falls off, exposing live parts. One of the other things you can look for is cables kind of hanging at the bottom of boxes like this. You shouldn't see any exposed single insulated cables anywhere. No, it's just a doorbell transformer, but it's still live. Other signs is things like this. Copper cables outside fuse boards going into little boxes like that. No grommets on the top of the fuse board. Other things to look for is this is the cable head coming in, so this is really dated. This really should be upgraded in my opinion. But this is the tails going to your fuse board here. They are very old and should be upgraded. You're looking for this kind of cloth covered cable. Yeah, that's a game stopper right there. That needs taken out. Other things are these boards here. They're typically made by Wilex, but these are these old type fuse boards. They've got wooden backs on them, exposed wood on the back of it. It's just fire hazard. Other things to look for: light switches mounted on door facings. Behind this one I've already had it open, there's no back box, so if there's ever any overheating or anything like that, it's exposed wood right next to the electrical conductor. Again, fire hazard. This one seems quite obvious, but obviously sockets are starting to melt the live pin on the plug. If you've got sockets like these about your house, very old, could do with upgrading. Going back to exposed conductors, so this is relatively new cable because it's blue and brown, but it's not been installed correctly and needs to be looked at. Right, okay, so we're in a wet room here. You shouldn't have any heaters like this in any places with water at all, really. Yeah, so that's another telltale sign. So hopefully that's been helpful for you, gives you an idea of what you should be looking for if you buy a new house or if you're in a house and you're concerned about your electrics. If it looks like this, you should have an electrician looking at it. Doesn't necessarily mean it needs a rewire. It could be just some upgrades like a new fuse board, changing sockets, and in general tidying up of cables and things like that. If you've got any more queries, you can get in touch with us via our Facebook page or email at info@vortexelectrical.com.